to the verse, oh, the Dabbleverse, where content has no shape. And Lucy's tight box comes in first. Lucy does dabble, Lucy does Dabbleverse, Lucy does dabble, Lucy does Dabbleverse, Lucy does Dabbleverse. Lucy tight box brings the facts, and she breaks them down for us. Lucy does Dabbleverse. La la la, Lucy has a tight box and she shares it with dabblers. No, not like that, but she does this show for us. Lucy does dabble, Lucy does Dabbleverse, 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 yes she does, yes she do it, Lucy does Dabbleverse, yes she does, Lucy does Dabbleverse. Lucy does Dabbleverse, Lucy does Dabbleverse, Lucy does Dabbleverse.
What's up, Internet? Welcome to Lucy Does Dabbleverse. I, of course, am Lucy, and with me today I have my very extra special guest, Anthony Zenhauser. I'm so excited to have you.
Oh, and I'm excited to be had. Thank you for
my
being
goodness.
here with me and me being here with you. This is, I mean, we're getting the scoop on last night, aren't we?
Listen, I have been saying this lately. The last 10 days in the Dabbleverse have been the craziest 10 days of my life. If you had told me on Thursday night before the Rodney's gig that all of this shit would have blown up in the way that it goddamn did, I never would have believed you.
I'm telling you, the Dabbleverse, the Rodney's incident was Ragnarok, and this is the fucking fallout of civilization of the Dabbleverse. We're seeing end of days right now.
We are seeing the end of days, and no matter how crazy the last 10 days have been, yesterday might have been the craziest day in all of Dabbleverse history. I think that more things happened yesterday than any other day that has ever existed on the face of the planet. So many things I can't even keep up. Do you feel like you're caught up right now?
No, I'm still got to go through. I mean, it was like watching the Clippers run to the telephone booths like reporters in the 40s. They were just like, what a scoop. This is amazing. There was fights. There was strikes. There was all kinds of whores involved. I mean, this is getting crazy. I mean, you're all whores. Who knew?
I actually knew. It turns out I do things on my Patreon, and I'm just the absolute worst. But you do things over on the Shuli Network, and you are not the absolute worst. And you guys have an episode tonight, right? You guys are streaming tonight?
Right after this. So at 8 p.m., you can catch us on the Shuli Network doing the Uncle Rico show. And we are whores. We will take your money, and we will fuck on camera. Thank you.
In that case, I will definitely be tuned in. Holy cow. What a promotion. Jeez. I should hire you as my PR. Holy cow.
I like using the Shuli dildo because it's very smooth on top.
That makes me so uncomfortable and reminds me of a very old porn video that made its rounds with a guy's head and something else.
Oh, let's do that.
Let's move on from that immediately.
Okay.
And now I'm
let's move
quiet.
on.
Nope, I messed it all
Get
up.
shy. I've seen your Patreon. Come on, kiddo. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's have fun tonight.
Let's go. We are having fun. I feel like we have to start yesterday. So obviously, Rodney's was, I keep defining it as one of the best days of my life. It was the epitome of everything that is Dabbleverse. It changed the world, and it has changed the world so much, and it has caused all of this fallout, all of these people who used to like each other just 10 days ago now hate each other more than anything and are fighting on the internet and causing the most chaos. I have never seen more people fight. I have never listened to more people scream. And what I wanted to do tonight was talk about all of that, but also just chill while we're talking about it and listening to these idiots scream at each other on the internet, because I can't.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I think it all started with Karl's show the other day, and then it just became hit fever pitch when John decided to go on at the end of the
It
night.
sure did. It sure
Mhm.
did. So let's talk about PDP yesterday. So Point Dabble Point yesterday was hosted on the Who Are These Podcasts network. And so Karl was hosting last night, and Julie was, of course, there. Jenny Jingles was there. We also had Trucker Andy from All Apologies podcast. And Grant, of course, who can forget the better hamburger, Karl's
The better
brother.
looking hamburger for sure.
They both wear hats. They're almost interchangeable to me, actually. Says I to you as you're wearing a hat and we're wearing the same
That is
glasses.
true.
It's wonderful.
That is
Great.
true. It's
Yes.
it's a look. I'm telling you, it's the Dabbleverse uniform, and I'm part of it.
This is the look. The look. So PDP starts out on YouTube yesterday, and about 20 minutes into the stream, they get struck and taken down. Karl showed a couple of different videos on that stream. He showed both the Chad N-word video and also the Ethan Ralph blowjob video. And shortly after he showed both of those videos, he ended up getting taken off of YouTube and having to switch over to Rumble. Now, before he switched over to Rumble, he had not yet announced that he was likely going to be having a very special guest. Or I think he was actually just about to announce that he was having a very special guest, which of course was none other than Keanu Thompson, who has just recently removed herself from John. She has said, I am out of the John business.
Yeah,
The
she's been
night before this.
emancipated. It's crazy.
Yes.
And who saw that coming? Who knew that a girl was gonna just tear herself away from the John bosom?
No, that's never happened before. Nobody who has ever worked with John ever before has actually said, I'm done with this jerk.
Well, he has a little bit of a history. It seems to be something that's ongoing in his life. He doesn't care to admit it. He thinks everybody turns on him, but when it comes to women, there's something special about John that makes you go, maybe I shouldn't get in that car.
Maybe I should not get in that car. And that is actually a lot of the shit that Keanu is taking right now. So obviously Keanu goes on PDP. They're on Rumble now because they are taken down off of YouTube. Lots of people go over and watch them on Rumble, but you know, who the hell likes Rumble? You guys
Nobody.
hate it over at TSN,
No.
right?
Well, I like it because I'm a racist, but everybody else hates it.
That makes sense. I believe all of those words.
Mhm.
So they're over on Rumble. Keanu joins them, and Keanu starts telling the tale of why exactly she no longer likes John anymore. And her main point is that John, during the New Jersey gig, the day after Rodney's, tried to drive her home while he was very drunk.
Mhm.
And she did not want to accept that. She did not feel safe getting into his car. She starts telling the story, and the chat turns against her almost immediately. Everybody hates her because what they say is, how could you possibly have let him drive drunk? You should have called the authorities. You should have done something to stop him.
Sure.
Even if you couldn't have stopped him from getting out into the car, you should have done something because it's not safe to let drunk drivers on the road. Zen, I want to know what you think about this.
Well, I feel like she made the decision that only she could make for herself. I feel like if she was trying to convince John not to drive, that should have been the clue. Hey, John, you're a little drunk. I don't feel comfortable with you in the car. Whether or not he wants to heed that advice and drive on his own, anything from wrestling the keys away from him isn't going to make him stop. And you can't tell a guy like John that he can't do something because John is the Duke, and the Duke wants to drive drunk. He's going to drive drunk either way. He doesn't care about cops. He doesn't care about lives. He doesn't care about family. He just cares about John. So I think we're being a little too hard on Keanu. I think Keanu is finally reaping what she's sown in the Dabbleverse, and that's enough for her. But we know John better. We know John's not he's not gonna budge on something like that. So, I mean, I get it that people are like, call the cops, but I mean, really? I mean, is that even a thing? Can you call the cops on somebody who hasn't drove drunk. I mean, I don't get how that works, but I think she did everything she could to stop him.
You definitely can in a smaller city. That's much harder in New York or in New York City. And they were in New Jersey, but I suspect still relatively busy. I have to say, I think probably everybody, and Trucker Andy was making this point on PDP yesterday, probably everybody has seen one of their friends get into a car a little bit too drunk and not called the cops on them. That's a challenging thing to do. And so I am absolutely going to stick up for Keanu in this situation because I 100% think that Keanu is taking all this fallout when we should be focusing on how much John sucks. So I
Right.
want to play a clip from PDP yesterday where I really truly believe Keanu did everything that she could do. And they did not talk about this at all, but she did everything right in this situation. I'm not usually one to stand up for this chickie poo. We have had our beef. We have had our excitement. I like her a lot as a human. Professionally, maybe I feel a little bit differently. I think she was right here. So let's check this one out. This is going to be I don't know. She doesn't deserve the hate.
I talked to the couple. They were like, "What are you doing back?" I'm like, I can't get in the damn car with them. I talked to them. I talked to the owner of the place. I'm like, "Do you think it was okay for him to drive?" He's like, "He's a big boy. I mean, what are we gonna do?" I said, I was almost worried for him even driving. Sure. I thought let me
and families and pedestrians.
Yeah.
What kind of bar is like? He's a big boy. He'll be fine. Like,
he didn't exactly. What is he going to do? Really? There was no stopping him. I mean, if I couldn't stop him, then what am I going to do? I mean, and he'll say it's all a lie. I already see his Twitter that I'm just lying about it.
Mm-hmm.
So
well, she does happen to. She seems to lie a lot, but I believe her on this one.
I believe her on this one too. I believe her on this one for a couple of points. The first one is before she started getting hate in the chat, mentioned that she told the owner of the bar that John was too drunk to drive. Now, the owner of the bar has a vested interest in John not driving drunk, because if John were to kill somebody while driving drunk, and he was clearly at that bar and getting served drinks at that bar is going to probably get shut down. The bartender who served him is probably going to get a felony. That is the bar's liability. If they are serving drinks to a person who gets into a car and then drives drunk and causes damage, the bar is liable for that. The fact that Keanu described the fact that she told the owner of this bar that John probably shouldn't be driving and the owner didn't give a shit, that is a way bigger problem than Keanu not calling the cops. Also, again, John still chose to drive drunk.
Right.
Let's not forget that.
I agree. And I think John was going to drive either way because, let's be honest, him driving drunk that night was probably the only opportunity for him to kill that night. Hey-oh, hey-oh, hey. So, yeah. So, plus, he's an experienced drunk. Doesn't everybody get this? He's your classic alcoholic. He's drunk 24/7. He drives drunk all the time. He can handle driving drunk. He hasn't killed anybody yet. Let him take this one last shot and go for it. And just, devil be damned. Let's go. Let's have a good time.
Jeez.
It's not Keanu's problem. Keanu was there to do a comedy show. If John is such an irresponsible little baby where he doesn't know to stop drinking and driving, he's 60 years old. At this point, let him do his own shit. Let him have the consequences. The man rants and raves about other people's criminal records. It's about time he got on that one.
Open with it, Karl.
I support Keanu on this. I think that she handled it incredibly well. And I was really proud of her for going on PDP, a place that generally does not get along with her. And she stuck it out and she stood up for herself and she explained her position of why she had this giant shift in feeling like John was a friend into going to John is a foe.
Mm-hmm.
She handled some very tough questions during that stream. I would highly recommend checking it out. That was only on Rumble, but is now up on YouTube. So you can go check that out over on the Who Are These Podcast channel on YouTube now. And again, I was glued to it. I couldn't stop watching.
And she was very brave for coming on. And Karl and Shuli could be very tough interviewers in general, but after somebody like Keanu, who has repeatedly called them PDF files, and other bad things, besmirching their name, slandering them. Then she goes into what John says, the wolf's den, and decides to do a little PDP. Good for her. I'm glad she's able to do that. I've seen her on other podcasts, and she's listen, even when she doesn't know what she's talking about, at least she tries to explain herself, and she gives it a shot. So she did all right for Keanu. She did okay, but she's not responsible. She's a moron. All right, I'm going to say it. She's a moron. She's not that great at stand-up, but she's the
best moron
genuine.
of the week. She's the best moron of the week.
She's
she was
great.
Moron of the week. But again, I don't usually like to stand up for her because I think that a lot of the time she gets the points wrong, but I think she really truly got the point right. And again, going into the lion's den, going into that situation, she did, I think, a great job overall. But the stream did end with Karl and Keanu getting into it. And this has gotten so buried because so many other things happened yesterday that I don't even know. Zen, did you see the Karl and Keanu blow up at the end of the PDP episode?
That's the one thing I didn't get to watch because I was busy doing other stuff. So I'm excited to watch it firsthand or secondhand from you. Karl's been fighting with a lot of women lately, huh?
Yeah. Well, he's a jerk, so.
Right.
Wait, what other women is he fighting with? Jenny?
You're
Jingles?
right. It was
What's
only
happening?
Ava, which isn't.
Okay. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're right.
I forgot about
Absolutely.
that. So this is going to be Karl and Keanu right at the end of this very good stream. Again, Karl, Keanu, everybody is getting along. Everybody's happy. Everybody is having good conversations about how much they hate John. It almost felt like we were going back to the good old days of laughing at jerks. Like we were in this like amazing position where these people who don't necessarily love each other are finally like, they're all coming together. Camaraderie is happening, happy stuff. And then, Karl and Keanu get into it about, of all things, Chrissy Mayer's content hotel at Villa Roma.
Well, that is a sore subject with Karl because Karl was betrayed at the content house. So
he was by Keanu of all people. Who could have ever guessed?
Keanu.
I think we're on Keanu at this point. Is it Piss Face or is it Keanu?
Yeah, I still like. Listen, I'm a sucker for Piss Face, so I'll stick with that one. But Keanu is fun too.
It's great. So yeah, this is going to be the two of them starting to argue about that. Now they had almost no backstory about this during this PDP stream. The two of them just started going at it, and boy, oh boy, did they go at it. And I kind of understand why Karl is getting so frustrated here because he had just gotten his channel taken down off of YouTube. I mean, that's a stressful situation. He was in a stressful situation. Keanu's in a stressful situation because she's getting questioned by everybody. Everybody's coming at her. Everybody hates her in the chat. And that leads to this blow up.
Remember saying it, but you said it. I'm not supposed to be held accountable for something that you said. You said to me 100%. I know you're going to tell Kevin Brennan it was poorly sold. You said those words and that it was a disaster. And why would I talk to you? You did say that, but you said those words, Karl. You did.
I don't care.
Yes, you did.
What I told you was I have no reason to talk to you. Because you want clout from Kevin Brennan so badly that whatever I say, you're going to go to Kevin Brennan. So I would never talk. Keanu, I would never talk to you like I will never talk to you like a person ever again. Because all you want to do is you want to go to Kevin Brennan for clout.
Getting angry.
I would like to point out also, I would never talk to you like a person ever again is one of the funniest lines that I've ever heard. Amazing.
And duly and well said, because she's not a person at this point. She's just a blithering mouth that won't shut up and let Karl make his point because she's afraid that Karl's going to make an actual point in this argument.
She is. However, Grant, Trucker Andy, and Jenny Jingles will all not make points. There was silence, and I would like you to look at their faces during this clip.
I'm trying to be fucking entertaining. This is what shows are, you idiot. This is how shows work.
You're getting angry, but these are the words that you said to me, buddy, and that's okay. You said, I know you're going to tell Kevin Brennan it was poorly sold and it was a disaster.
I don't give a fuck. I posted the whole show. Everyone who was there knows what happened. Why do you think I'd be like, don't tell Kevin Brennan. I'm trying to keep this
when I sat down next to you, homie,
everyone was there.
Said those words to me.
Homie.
Again, those are the looks of discomfort.
Yeah.
You did say them. Maybe you were a little in the cup like John. I didn't let you drive. Thank God there was no.
This is like Thanksgiving dinner, and your fat Republican uncle sits down and starts the very uneasy conversation.
Your fat Republican uncle is named Keanu?
It's a weird. Well, he's Hawaiian. It's
me. You did say that. Maybe you were a little in the cup like John. I didn't let you drive. Thank God there was nowhere to drive. Okay. But listen.
That's a shitty accusation. And Keanu did come out with a couple of shitty accusations during the stream. She had a couple of low blows, and I would call that one of those. Saying, dude, you were drunk, so you don't remember what you said to me. Not a very cool thing to do. I was at Villa Roma. I was there during this night. I don't remember anybody being wasted until after all the shows were over.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it was worth getting wasted at. It didn't look very fun. But
I had a blast.
Oh, did you? Then you were probably drunk.
I was so drunk.
I'm sorry. You said those words to me, homie.
I didn't.
You did. No. That's fine. That's a cop out. Call me a retard. I should have. Yeah. Okay.
Patrick buttons those all the time.
Okay.
You're not worth talking to. You're too dumb to understand.
Okay, here we go. Oh my God, you're gonna Nick Ricada yourself. Okay, here we go. She's dumb. She's stupid. Whatever. My story has never fucking changed. I sat down next to you to say good show. You said, why would I talk to you? I know you're gonna tell Kevin Brennan it was.
I would also like to point out that right now, Grant's wife is coming in with their what the fuck are those things called?
That's a prairie dog.
Prairie dog. Yep. Yeah. So check that out.
Poorly sold, and it was a disaster and all that stuff. That's what you fucking said. Yes, it was a short conversation, but those are the words that you said to me, buddy. So thank you.
And then what did you do with that information if that's what I said, Keanu?
I of course said it because what an embarrassing thing to say.
Yeah. So what a good friend you are.
What would you do though?
What a
Karl,
good friend
we're more alike than you know.
Yeah,
what would you do? Okay?
Yeah. I'm always looking for clout from Kevin Brennan.
Always looking for clout from Kevin Brennan.
Again, this is old shit that they're bringing up. This was unresolved. And
it's unresolved and also boring as shit. Can I point out, despite the fact that that argument was very interesting to watch, what a boring fight to be having. That is a cat fight if I have ever seen one. And again, that's not even the best cat fight of the day.
No, but they have the opportunity to kind of get on the same page at this point and to focus on the real problem, which has always been John for the past couple of years, especially with the lawsuits going on, with his inappropriate behavior that weekend, both at Rodney's and his other gig with Keanu. This is a chance for Karl to get the scoop, but Karl's got to. He's a dude. He's got to say his piece. He doesn't like Keanu, and he's going to let her know. This is the same guy who, when we had the Rodney's owner on, first thing out of fucking Karl's mouth is, "Yeah, drinks were warm. Not a great place." Karl's got a Karl. And we respect him for that. That's why Karl is doing his thing. So if he's not going to go after Keanu at some point, I get it. Or if he is going to go after Keanu, I get it. But there's a bigger picture here, man. We want to hear, what did John do to you, Keanu? What was his act? What did he touch you weird? Did he get creepy on you? Where are the texts? Where's those fucking calls? I can't wait for those to come out for DabbleCon 3 and 4.
You know, she is so frustrated at him. Keanu is so frustrated at John at this point. I do think that we are going to start getting more and more information, especially after what happened last night. Now, I will say, Keanu did do a lot of talking about what happened with John. She described exactly she took us into the green room with John on her own stream over on Keanu C. Thompson's channel, which I can't remember the name of right now. I don't remember the name of her channel.
Keanu Cast?
Yeah, thank you. Sure. She has a fucking neon of it, and I don't remember it. She described a whole bunch of stuff. She explained what happened in the green room. She explained all of these things. She explained the talking to that she got from John. This was a moment for Karl and Keanu to get on the same page. And again, for the most part, during that stream, during PDP, they did. During that stream, also, Keanu got a text from Kevin Brennan also asking her to come on because she is a hot commodity right now with all of these revelations, because everybody knows that she probably does have text messages and phone calls and everything else about John. And that's probably why John initially started saying, I will never say anything bad about her or Geno. and then reneged on that within,
hey, reneged. You sound
hours.
like Chad Zumach.
18 hours. Listen.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that what John is good at, I think Ava uses John the same way as Keanu was using him. It's a great way to be the focal point in the Dabbleverse. All the eyes are on you. You get all that attention, and if something happens, when something does happen, like drama, you guys fall out. You're wanted everywhere. Every podcast wants you on. That's so Keanu has to ride that wave that she's on right now.
And again, good on her. And I will say, despite the fact that Karl and Keanu just had that giant blow up that we just watched, moments later, Geno had to start a podcast. And so Keanu had to sign off. Right. This is within 30 seconds of the two of them having that blow up that we just watched. This is Keanu's sign off. And I will say, both Karl and Keanu seem like consummate professionals after watching this, even though the end is a little bit awkward.
I promise.
Geno now has to do a stream, so okay. I really do have
Thank
to go.
Thank you, Keanu.
Karl, genuinely, Karl, genuinely, I like you. Jenny, obviously, I like you. Truck Randy, you won me over. I didn't know about you. And Brother Grant, you guys have been fabulous. Karl, no harm, no shade. Really, I was glad to see you the other night. Okay, bye.
I appreciate it. Bye, Keanu.
Bye.
The great Keanu Thompson, everybody.
Wow,
showing up on the stream.
Wow.
I think Jenny Jingles said it for all of us. Wow.
Right.
It was an intense episode. Again, that PDP is totally worth watching. It is both available on Rumble and on YouTube at this point. I was glued.
Well, I think there's a lot of aggression going on right now. I think what people don't understand, what Karl and Shuli are experiencing the past year. Well, I should say since December, when the lawsuit hit. It's been very stressful on both of those guys. We're not really under that same umbrella of where they're at. Like, they're getting the brunt of a lot of shit. So it's a high stress situation. There's a lot of people trying to be enemies. So when people want to make nice or they want to come on a podcast, you try to be as professional as you can. But there's a lot of fucking people are high strung right now. And it's coming out, and it's all coming out. And Rodney seemed to open those floodgates. As soon as Rodney's happened, that was Atlantic City 1 times 1,000. I mean, maybe 1,000,000. Let's say that. It was a no holds barred slugfest. I mean, people who you wouldn't think are being aggressive got aggressive with each other. I was wrestling with a little Vince the lawyer at one point. I don't know why. It was like the Kingsman movie where somebody just put something, they hit a button and everybody's cell phone went off. We were just fucking going crazy on each other.
If we had been placing bets on who was going to be getting into fights that night, the people that I would have not picked would have been you and Anthony Cumia. I would have been going with Bob. I would have made so much money. And I wouldn't have, because none of the people that I thought that were going to actually get aggressive did.
Stevie Lou was stopping fights at some point. Well, he was like, John, I'm not going to fight you, dude. I got no beef with you. What are we doing? It was a crazy night, and we were all in one little room, and we all you can all feel the tension. You could feel the excitement. But when it got ugly at the end, it was at one point we're all looking at each other going, I think we got to get out of here. Like, this isn't good. Like, we don't know what's going to happen. But overall, it was amazing. It was if you didn't show up, if you were a puppet or a potato, you guys fucked up. You guys should have been there, man. Like, oh, you're never going to find that kind of experience ever again. But shout out to Cardiff and Tukey. You guys are great.
Totally great. Amazing. I think that the craziest thing about yesterday, and again, you hit the nail on the head. We are in this crazy, crazy period of the Dabbleverse where everybody is angry and everybody's on edge and everybody is, all it takes is the teeniest, tiniest thing to set people off. And so people are losing their minds. We all saw Chad Zumach fucking losing his mind. We haven't seen a Chad Zumach freak out in God knows how long. And we all got to watch it. It was insane. It has gone viral, I believe. And again, who would have guessed him over Geno, but who knew?
I didn't know Chad could be so funny. And then all of a sudden, here he goes. He shows us his real comedy chops, and I'm sold. I'm telling you, I don't know what a Zumach fan is called, a zoo head, a mud shark. I don't know, but sign me up. I'm ready for it.
You're in. I don't like this. I don't like this new version of Zen. I don't like post Rodney
blood,
gate.
Kaylee.
Yeah. And again, that's the craziest part about it is I feel like Rodney's just set everybody off into this crazy fucking spiral. And I think it's only going to get crazier. We are going to get into the craziest part of last night, which of course was John's stream, which included a fight between John, Ava, Geno, Keanu, Ashley Cummings. Anthony Cumia was on the phone for a while. There is too much to listen to from that one stream. We cannot possibly talk about all of it tonight. We are going to get into some of it. And let me tell you, I'm still processing emotionally all of the things that have happened because I just don't even know. I don't know how to deal with it. Do I like the hate? Do I hate the hate?
And enjoy it. Enjoy it all. It's great. It's the first time that John's show has been unbelievably entertaining on its own, without anybody touching it. It's the first time we've finally been like, man, I would love to watch that every night.
I can't believe that you didn't like Duke of Definitions.
That's actually my bit. I wrote that for him.
I believe you.
Did it go over well?
Yeah, no, it was great. Everybody loved it. Everybody really loved it. Keanu, actually, I will mention, Keanu did defend her very dumb laughter every time that she goes on John's show. She explained that obviously the Duke of Definitions and Duke of the Future was hilarious. Right. I don't know that I believe her at that point when she was talking on PDP, but I think that after the fight last night that she got into with John, perhaps maybe she will change her tune about that and she will admit to her fake laughter. Because even though I don't think she was lying about all the drunk driving stuff, I do think the laughter is fake. Before we get into the John stuff, we are going to read some super chats because you guys are amazing and I appreciate y'all being here. We have Woody from Syracuse coming in for $10. Thank you so much, Woody. I am so glad that this world exists. It has truly helped me in many ways possible emotionally. Thank you for everything, everyone here. I love you all. Just had to say that again. Thanks. Woody, you are amazing. We all love you.
Sounds like a suicide note. Woody, don't do it.
He's so happy. You can tell he's not going to Greenland anytime soon. He's good. Florida 49er fan for $2. Thank you so much. Hi, Lucy and Zen. Hi, Florida. General GK coming in for $5 Canadian. I met Lucy in Detroit last year and learned that she's not just a pretty smile and a pair of great cans. She's a really cool chick. Keep it up. Skull. And
right. She's 95% cans, 5% cool chick.
Can't wait to disappoint you in Detroit this year, which I'm sure will be happening even though it hasn't been announced. Lyndon 49 for $2. Not a fan, but good for Kiki and Geno last night. Could not agree more, and I am excited to get into all of that. And Jeff coming in for $5. I know Jeff was losing his mind tonight because WATP had a bonus episode going on at the same time that we are streaming. So I'm sorry, Jeff, that we made you make decisions, and I appreciate you being here. As a former fan of the Stern Show, these past 10 days in the Dabbleverse have been heaven. Reminds me of all the stuff I used to love on that show.
Wow, that's high praise, Jeff. Thank you.
I love that. I'm actually going to share a little story that I didn't think I would ever share on air because it's a personal one for me, but that makes me really happy. I've talked with my dad, obviously, a lot. I have a father. I know that's shocking to some people, and I don't have daddy issues. That's even bigger of a shock to people. I recently was talking with my dad about some stuff that I do on the internet, and we were talking about all this, and he was a Stern fan back in the day. And he made some very funny comments to me when I was talking to him about getting doxxed and all the things that have been happening in my world. He said, if you had told me 25 years ago that Stuttering John would think that my daughter is a whore on the internet, I would have told you that you were a fucking idiot. And I was like, thank you, Dad. I appreciate your support.
Not at all a backhanded compliment.
Yeah. Oh, no. I felt wonderful about it.
My whore daughter is something to be proud of.
My whore daughter is known by Stuttering John, a drunk fucking idiot who drunk drives. Patrick B coming in for $5. I am I'm trying to think of a titty joke, but I simply can't. Hashtag Secretary John. Oh, yeah. And Sunflower Dragon coming in for $5. They said that the comedy club in New Jersey didn't sell alcohol, so they couldn't have liability. All the beers he had were given to him by fans. I don't know that, but I believe that.
I don't think that's true.
I don't have that information. That's interesting, though.
But that's still, yeah.
Bringing beer. Well, okay, so let me talk through that for a moment here. So if it was a BYOB venue, if it's a venue that has a BYOB license,
sure,
and people were giving him beers based on that, then I think that they could still potentially be held liable. But again, I don't know.
It's called the Celtic House. It's an Irish. I mean, there's no alcohol at an Irish bar. That doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Or a restaurant.
Sounds like Allentown.
Oh wait. We're talking about Pennsylvania was different. We're talking about that wasn't Keanu wasn't on that one, right?
No, she wasn't in that one.
No,
do you know about the Allentown gig?
I watched that. The butter churner.
Yeah, but they had, so the way that the Allentown gig worked was that the bar was across the street and they couldn't actually bring drinks over to the venue.
Bring drinks in.
Yeah, I don't know.
A hell gig, as John calls it.
Too much. Yes. Joey Ray coming in for $4.99. Thank you so much. First 60-year-old I've heard of drunk driving in his mom's car.
Right. That's another good point.
Great point. Amazing point. CDR coming in for $1.99. Who wrote your jingle? It's so catchy. Thank you. That was DJ Electra. She is outstanding. Go follow her. DJ Electra Fry. Her links are down below. Steve draws stuff, £5. Thank you so much. An amazing artist. Also, you can see his drawing of me in his little profile picture there. I needed this deep dive after all the drama in the last day. Also, lovely to see the Dabbleverse dream couple together.
That's right.
Don't tell Lenny. I would never tell Lenny that Zen was cheating on him like this.
I'm keeping her warm for Karl. Thank you.
Vomiting everywhere. Sorry, it's one of these. Yeah. We got Luigi Greenberg, the amazing Luigi Greenberg. Don't forget to check out Skeptical Robot. I know that they have a big announcement coming up on Friday for $1.99. I wouldn't open with it. What up, homies?
Yo, Lou.
I wouldn't open with it, Karl.
That really killed yesterday during PDP. She said it about 15 times. Daddy Poopy coming in with $1.99. Can we stop pretending that Zen isn't a wall away? It's true. I actually keep him in a cage during the day, but I have let him out for tonight.
It's called the Gimp Cage.
Yes. Karl coming in for $1.99. I can't wait for Hackamania, 29 days and counting. Hackamania.com, April 10th through the 12th. Promo code Kayley, Cayley, to save 10% off your tickets. It's going to be insane. Probably not as insane as Rodney's, but with all the things that are happening right now in the Dabbleverse, I think there's going to be a lot to talk about over there. Florida 49er fan coming in for another $5. I love that STDJ tries to say he's a nice guy. Suing other creators and striking other channels isn't something a nice guy would do. I couldn't agree more, and he certainly knows better. The beautiful, wonderful Donna G coming in for $19.99. Thank you. Evening, Kaylee. Oh, hey, Zen.
Hey, Donna.
That was my Donna G voice for you.
Oh, hey, Donna.
I'm sorry. Lower. Yeah, I can't do that.
Oh, hey, Donna.
Hi, Donna. Nigsaw coming in for $2. Why'd you change the Under Armour hat, Zen?
I don't know. I just, I was feeling cute. I wanted to put on my little Shuli hat, represent the Shuli Network. Boom, boom.
8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. Whoop, whoop.
Thanks for noticing.
Eugene, $5. Thank you so much. All the chaos in the Dabbleverse is more entertaining than the current Stern show. Lucy, you rock. Hi, Zen. I had not ever thought of that ever before, but holy shit, that's correct.
It's true. We're reaching the Jerry Springer point of the Dabbleverse. This is insane. You can't put people even in the same chat show or stream show rather than the actual venue. I mean, Hackamania, it's a little bit more of a trek, or as your people say, a schlep for people to get there. But I think that if they do actually make it, if Chad makes it out there, Geno, if Kevin or Stevie or whoever, if the right combination is there, it will kick off pretty sweet. And people want Tuki's ass. I've heard it. They're coming after you, Tukester. Be careful.
Tuki and I are gonna mud wrestle. It's gonna be great.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Motor Heathen coming in for $5. Dabbleverse Ragnarok sounds like an Archgoat song title. It sure does. Also, Zen, you are totally right. We are Ragnarok. Holy fuck.
It's the end of days, man.
Fiore, hi, $5. Fuck yeah, Kaylee, I love you. Tony sucks. Tony from Hack the Movies does suck. Everyone get hyped for August. It's gonna be Girls Month. Michael P for $4.99. Zen, I was also at UB Springfest to see George Clinton in 2003.
Whoa, that's
Wait,
crazy.
when did this come out? I was also there.
What? Well, I was there. I was there. The Boss Tones were there.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
I was literally there.
God. Yeah, that was 2003. I was visiting my friend in college at the time.
Heart
And
you,
we
Lucy.
went to go see them.
Go Bills. We have
That's
to go
wild.
Bills for Michael P. You have to go Bills for Michael P now.
All right, go Bills.
There
Go
it is.
George.
Yes. Gary Rex, work for $2. We're in DST now, not EST anymore. Punk Pajamas. Yes, Punk Pajamas Pizza Party. And Tater Salad for $1.99. No, I will not make out with you. Listen, Zen's very sad.
It's all right.
Very, very sad.
I don't want to catch
All right,
your
we got to get
age.
into the real meat and potatoes of yesterday, because even though the PDP stuff from yesterday was absolutely insane, the real crazy stuff happened much later in the night, because now at this point, John has seen that Keanu has trashed him all over the internet and he is done with her, and the two of them are so angry. But Keanu has done nothing but stand up for Ava. Ava is still in John's camp at this point. And Keanu is going to burst onto this stream where Geno is fighting with John and Ava so that she can reiterate just how much she loves Ava. She's done nothing but stand up for Ava this entire time. So this is going to be the battle for Ava's love. A sentence that I never thought that I would ever have to say.
You know what? Why'd your wife love Ava?
I'm sorry. I was gonna say I literally saw her walk off of Simcast at one point because they were trashing Ava, and she's like,
Yeah.
I don't feel that way, guys. That's bullshit. I'm out. And she and like she's made efforts to go above and beyond the Call of Duty for Ava.
Keanu is being very loyal right now. Keanu is being extremely loyal. She has finally seen the light of day when it comes to John, but she does not feel like Ava has actually wronged her in any way. She wants to support Ava. She wants to support her friend. And let me tell you, it's not going to go great.
You know what? Why'd your wife love Ava the whole time until...
Why'd I what?
Why did your wife love Ava until yesterday?
I love Ava.
She said she loved Ava last night.
I'm so sorry. I just want to point out these clips are from Dirty Jersey Rat. So many clips are getting taken down right now. Everybody is, I believe, getting struck. I haven't actually looked into that yet, but I have seen a lot of clips going down today. Support your lovely Clippers. They are wonderful. They do the Lord's work. I appreciate them. I am thankful to have had these clips.
I said it today. I defended you.
I know, but you're playing both sides in this, Keanu, and I think it's bullshit. I think it's bullshit that you could.
I'm saying my experience, John. You were overbearing with me. After reflection,
overbearing.
You made me uncomfortable. I see it all the time.
Oh God!
To pick up the phone.
Spare me. I made you uncomfortable. But Pocky doesn't.
Incredibly.
Now, I would like to point out that we do get this very frequently with the Geno and Keanu streams where there's the over-the-shoulder yelling.
Right.
I would like to give Keanu credit again for the second time in this video. At least she puts her face on the camera when she's yelling at John, in this moment in particular. When Geno yells over her shoulder, you just hear a voice over here going, "Bop, bop, 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 bop."
Yep. It's it always makes it exciting to watch it's the beast with two heads go at it.
Truly is.
With whoever is with her, but they're also very drunk as well. I think everybody on that stream is shit-faced, and it just makes for a way more volatile situation. Of course, we know Drunky is shit-faced. Keanu and Geno, yeah, definitely drunk. Now, Ava's been weird. People are saying that Ava's been drinking a lot. I think there's other stuff going on with her. I don't know whether she's taking some certain kind of pills or some sort of, Breaking Bad type medication. I'm not sure. Benzo.
I know.
I don't know. But she has been kind of tweaking out lately.
Yeah. And again, Keanu has supported her through all of that. Keanu has done nothing but support her. I do want to point out also, I'm looking at everybody's eyeballs right now. Keanu and Geno, they look like they're angry. Well, Geno looks like Geno.
Right.
Ava looks a little tweaked out. John's eyes are so bloodshot in this little screen capture that we have right here. Look at those eyeballs.
Yeah. It's been a hard week for John. The cope has been real. I mean, he kind of got served a real big failure sandwich the weekend of Rodney's, and he's still kind of trying to dig himself out of this hole, and it hasn't been working. He's been trying to reassure himself, and Ava's been there to try to lick his wounds for him, make sure he's okay. But he's still pretty fucked up over it and over medicating too, I believe.
He's totally fucked over it. He has had to declare a win for himself when he did not have a win. And I know there's a lot of debate about, is he delusional or is he lying, or, what is he coping? What is he doing with this? I don't know the answer to that. None of us are ever going to know the answer to that. But what I do know is that yesterday, after he has had to deal with all of the fallout from Rodney's, yesterday he had the potential situation of losing two of his only friends. Keanu went on PDP, his enemy podcast, and trashed him. And then Ava showed up on his stream and read a written statement about why striking people is bad and why he shouldn't do it.
Right.
He was at a point in yesterday, March 9th, which I swear to God has to be the new Dabbleverse holiday. March 9th is the day that he almost lost two of the only people that still support him.
But Pocky doesn't. But Pocky doesn't.
John, you put me in an incredibly
uncomfortable position that
night. Are you trying to tell me that I heard you say today that you hid all of the beers in your coat, like watches in a trench coat? You're ridiculous.
I do really like that image, though, of John just having like a trench coat full of beers and going like this and being like, would you like an IPA?
It's very Parker Lewis can't lose. You're right.
Yeah. I love it.
Keanu, you would have said, I'm not drunk. Look, all of the beers are in my pockets.
Can I respond to this?
You put me in an incredibly uncomfortable fucking position.
I was trying to help you.
Problem. And I put up with it, and I put up with it, and I put up with it.
Oh, really?
Enough. I'm sorry.
Keanu, can I say something? Keanu, I think that if that's a big problem, John, let me respond.
All right, so again, now Ava's going to jump in. Everybody's fighting for Ava's love here. And just fighting. Can Geno and Keanu just get two fucking microphones in this house that they have? They have one bedroom and one living room. Get a second fucking microphone so that when
over each other,
I don't have to deal with this.
You have to. This is our penance for reaping the benefits of the Dabbleverse. We have to put up with this shit and clip it and watch it over and over again. It's funny because we're looking at Ava, and Ava has to interject, but she really has no place to interject in this situation. John is a big boy. John can take care of himself, and Geno is a big boy, and he can take care of himself. And Ava is sitting there. Like, the only way I can liken her, Kaylee, is like Vince, the lawyer. She is the same kind of species that Vince is. He is there to stir shit, to sit there like he's in his favorite cartoon and smile at all the chaos that they're creating between everybody. And that's what she does. She is throwing the apple of discord into this conversation and making these guys, they were going to talk, maybe have a conversation about it, maybe a fight, but you don't know because it just becomes some mishmash of screaming and blathering because she's just goading both sides.
Well, I think that John really likes having Ava as the attack dog. Husey recently got accused of this. Husey's been having a lot of crazy streams, and a lot of the things that cause Husey's streams, Husey Entertainment, by the way, hit the like button, as he would say. He's been having a lot of streams where he really gets a lot out of people, and I can't remember who, but at least one person was accusing him of having Dan from Nice Podcast Stupid on specifically to say the things that Husey didn't want to say. I think that Ava a lot of the time is that functionality for John. Ava is going to go on the offensive for John because John is a pussy boy. And that's exactly what we do see here. John literally cannot take on Keanu. Who can't take on Keanu? He can't do it on his own. Everybody can take on Keanu.
Yes, you're absolutely right. And in all fairness to Husey, it's hard to understand what he's saying half the time. So it's nice when somebody is interpreting for him.
Yeah, it's very true.
Promised it.
If that's a legitimate problem if you have that with him, but I think it's unfair that you're doing this in the way that you're doing it, in that you promote a show where you're going to be throwing John in the bus, and when you kitchen sink it with 20, hold on, let me finish. I'll let you finish. Okay. And when you kitchen sink it with 20 things, it kind of discredits the individual items in it, and that's as somebody that is an advocate.
Do you think it's okay for him to text me and say, "Come on, sexy"? Come on the show?
I don't.
Oh, God.
I love John's reaction. Mr. Liberal, fighting the victims' battles. Come on, fucking lady. Come on. Yeah, I can't call you sweetheart, honey bunny, sugar tits. What's wrong with you?
You bring up a good point because he actually did start out the stream before Ava even got on. Now, I do want to talk about a couple of things that Ava said in that clip, but before Ava even came on, John was doing some whore bashing. So we're going to skip to that for just a moment because it definitely doesn't relate to me at all or Keanu.
She was an OnlyFans model. If you call that a model. To me, she's a model asshole. Or she used her asshole as a model.
Boom.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, John, the first thing that John did when he started trashing Keanu after swearing that he would never trash her was steal Keanu's joke. She referred to Geno as Keanu's asshole. We all know that is absolutely Keanu's joke because
it's her closer
at this point.
That's her big. That's the big finale at the end of her fucking set.
Yes, her asshole is her closer. Amen.
But let's face it.
Go on.
She's a fucking whore. She's a fucking. She's a fucking. I don't know what you call that. Is that like a porn star? I don't know what you call that.
Porn star. You don't know?
Imagine, like, you have such zero self.
Again, 24 hours ago, he swore that he would never, ever badmouth this girl. Now, we got to pause for 15 seconds before we can finally say the whore word.
Worth.
And that's where you see
that you start charging people to
come out and say it. I mean, that's where
one
you see
star. I don't know.
That's where you see his cowardice. Just come out and call her a whore. That's be a man of conviction. Do it.
We started out this episode with you admitting that you're a whore.
Right.
What's so wrong with whores, John?
You call that?
We got to eat too.
Imagine, like, you have such zero self-worth.
Oh.
That you start charging people to look at your fucking privates. Imagine how damaged do you have to be as a human being to go and literally have to masturbate on camera.
I would like to say I am very pro sex work. I think Zen, you could agree with me on that.
Oh yeah, you definitely support that horse shit.
Yeah, support whores. You know what I think is substantially more depressing than showing your quote privates as a porn star on the internet? Eating Mama Celeste pizza because you are a loser living with your mother.
Let me tell you something. If
to
people
make
would
money.
pay me,
How
if people would pay me to see me spread my asshole, you would never see me in the Dabbleverse. I'd be way too busy making way too much money. It's very hypocritical of this guy, especially a guy who supports women. He's about women's rights. He was fighting Pocky on domestic violence, and he's an advocate for women. To just go right there, go right to the whore button and go, well, you're nothing but a dirty whore, so who cares what you think?
I want to also point out Keanu's best line on PDP yesterday was absolutely, and on International Women's Day, how could we possibly insult the women like this? I've never been more insulted.
damaged are you? They're technically called sex workers. How damaged?
Thank you.
Can a sex worker be?
Sales, Jerry.
Seriously. Where's the sorcerer? How damaged do you have to be to literally pose naked to make money? Now, I know I'd probably make millions because you know what a stud, I know what I got,
How much would you pay to see John naked?
In a morgue, probably like $300.
Yeah, that toe tag is really doing it for me, actually. Good point. Good call.
But, I got a stunt cock. I get it. But think about it.
A stunted cock.
You got to be really messed up in the head.
Which do you think is more crooked, his finger or his cock?
Well, his cock does do his own stunts, so I'm sure he's got the Evel Knievel cock.
Listen, I don't want to go watch Orgasmo right after this, but I'm gonna.
I've watched John's cock
a sex worker
ride a motorcycle over the fucking I forgot what it was called. What's that thing in Colorado? The big thing that you jump over.
Thing. Yeah,
the Grand Canyon. Thank you.
Yeah, you did good.
It's like, how damaged is Lucy Tightbox?
Oh, here we go.
Do you know that Lucy Tightbox, the paralegal? Do you know that she goes on a Patreon and tries out dildos? Like she wears pajama bottoms? This is what I'm hearing.
Ew.
And literally puts different dildos in there and shows it.
You wear pajama bottoms when you're fucking yourself with a dildo? Thanks, Grandma. That's gross.
It's actually very challenging to be able to fuck yourself with a dildo in pajama bottoms. That was some shameless self-promotion. It is true. Patreon, amazing. Once Over with Kaylee. Highly recommend. You can see things. Also, I am not naked on there. I am not trying to sell you on the fact that you are going to see my butthole, even though I support people showing their buttholes. I just happen to not show mine.
Use a stunt butthole. I've seen it.
It's true, actually. It's John's. Good luck. Have fun.
Thank you.
Very hemorrhoidy. I don't understand why he thinks that people can't have two jobs. It turns out that I am successful and happy and healthy, and I am both a paralegal and do fun things on the internet. And some of those fun things are very, very silly. So, yeah.
She's a paralegal by day, but a whore at night.
but a fucking whore at night.
Can't you be a whore and a paralegal? I think you can do that.
I'll ask the attorneys at work. We'll find out. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Right.
We won't.
We'll find that out in Rochester during the big lawsuit. Maybe that'll come up.
I can't wait. Yeah.
Well, he's been badgering you. He's been badgering. You're a witness to this whole lawsuit, and he's been doing nothing but calling you a whore and a slut and doxing you and having his people dox your other stuff. And it's fucking crazy. It's crazy to do that and striking people while you have a lawsuit against him is another crazy thing to do. But I mean, he gets it. He knows what he's doing, I guess.
He's very proud of himself, and it's always a win. Now, again, we are going to get to see Keanu and John going at it about how drunk he was at this New Jersey gig. He says that he would pass a breathalyzer. I don't know that I believe that. And again, we're going to support Keanu yet again here because we got to figure out who is right. Is it Keanu or is it John? Who's telling the truth? Liar number one or liar number two?
put me in a very uncomfortable.
Oh, very. You said you didn't want to go with me. I said, okay.
You were sober. I heard you say today that you hid all of the beers in your coat.
No, I didn't say all of them. A lot of them.
Oh, you hit a lot of them? Like a watch salesman with a fucking trench coat?
That's how I work.
Did I already play this clip? Funny. Or are we still at watch salesman?
John, I was actually nervous for you too to drive.
Oh, yeah. And I was trying to be nice, wasn't I?
Keanu, John, the pressure, the fucking,
Oh my God! Oh my God!
I'm sorry, it is.
This is such.
So do you think you would pass a breathalyzer that night if you got pulled over?
Yes, I would have. And Keanu, here's the one thing. Keanu,
I gotta tell you, I gotta tell you, I believe John. I like the way.
Fucking Geno, not even supporting his wife while she's on his shoulder. Get a second microphone.
Geno's got a Geno. That's how he do. He's got I think Geno, what he's trying to do is he's trying to throw a little bit of levity into this and kind of lighten the mood a little bit. And it's not working because John's in full attack mode. Ava is set to kill. And even look at Keanu, she's smiling a little bit. Like the people on the right, they're not really as sick as the people on the left. Let's put it that way. And I really do believe Keanu over John any day of the week. John is a pathological liar.
Agreed.
He has to lie.
100%. I would support Keanu any day over John. John is out of his mind. And I think that Kiki is right about this. A lot of the time when somebody is trying to give you a ride home when they're drunk, they're a little bit pushy. He refuses to admit to anything in the same way that Keanu sometimes plays the victim. And a lot of people criticize her for doing that. John plays the I never could have done anything wrong ever because I am always a winner. There is nobody who is ever better than me. And that's far more fucked up.
Yeah. And I think it goes deeper than that with not wanting to ride with John. I think alcohol was half of the story. And I'm not one to throw aspersions out there, but John has a history with women being a little pushy, making them feel a little uncomfortable. And I'd hate to think what would happen.
Keanu did deny all of that. She said that she did not feel uncomfortable with that, but she also admitted to the fact that she might be a little bit naive when it comes to, was John hitting on her? She got grilled about that on PDP yesterday. Like a lot.
Here's the one thing, Keanu. Here's the one thing. I'm sorry. Here's the one thing. I was just doing it because I said I thought I can go through Manhattan. Then you came.
But I told you 100 times you were.
Oh, was I trying to be nice or not?
What? I know you were trying to be nice.
There you go.
To even understand that I wasn't on the way home. Okay, that puts me in a very uncomfortable position.
So then just say no.
I said, "Are you okay to drive?" You looked at me with the fucking death stare, like, "How dare you say that?"
Oh, that's.
Now again, here John is saying, "Well, why didn't you just say no if you didn't want to ride?" Keanu has described the situation, and again, I believe her retelling of the situation. She has said, I said no multiple times, and he would not take no for an answer.
Yeah.
And then that's exactly to your point, which is if he was going to get handsy, if he was going to do something wonky, it might have been very challenging for her.
That is.
So in other words,
I feel like
Keanu.
I feel like that John, after that incident happened, he was on and he was talking about, well, I don't really blame Keanu for this, or I'm a little mad at her, I'm a little perturbed at her. I think he took it very personally that she didn't want to drive with him in the car, and he doesn't get it. He thinks that him drinking all the time, like other people don't see it, that it's not a big deal for him. He drives drunk all the time, so who cares?
He doesn't even realize that he's doing it anymore.
Right. There's no other way he drives but drunk. I'm pretty sure.
Just don't talk for a second. Let's just talk calmly. Like
that's what I said. And for anybody to insinuate that I think that you would have made a pass at me, I just
never.
You insinuated it. You insinuated it multiple times. Both of you did.
Girlfriend, no.
Again, there is the attack dog Ava, and Ava I think is completely incorrect about this. Ava is going to explain that Keanu did, in fact, insinuate that John would have made a move. And I watched that whole PDP. Keanu did not do that at all.
I fucking didn't.
You're not being
No, I
honest about
didn't.
it.
I
Yes,
said
you
maybe
did. I
I'm
saw you
naive.
do it.
I said maybe I'm naive, but I never said that. I just
No,
didn't think
I saw what you did. Don't bullshit me.
What are you talking about? Pull up a clip, Ava. How goddamn? How many times do I have to defend you? I called you.
She's a big star now, Keanu. She has a microphone. She's a big star.
What the fuck are you?
She
We all have
talks like a
microphones.
dabbler.
I'm no better than you. You're no better than me, motherfucker.
Oh.
We all have microphones except for both Keanu and Geno. Get a second fucking microphone, idiots. God damn it.
You know, I was thinking before the show, I was thinking about you, Kaylee, and thinking, who the fuck does this chick think she is? And I'm like, well, she has a microphone, so probably somebody important.
Gotta be important.
Yeah.
You know, I do kind of wish that Keanu had stayed friends with John for just a little bit longer. You know, Kate Meany got that ring light. Keanu could have gotten a second microphone. I'm just saying.
Man, somebody who's on OnlyFans, a sex worker would have done that the right way. That's all I'm saying. She's slipping.
She understands the importance of audio on OnlyFans.
Do you feel like Ava is important in this conversation? Do you feel like that she should be there in the middle, chiming into what Keanu's saying and what John is saying? I think she's really taking a lot of the heat off of John, or maybe she's that buffer that John thinks he needs to fight with people. Because I mean, I've never seen John so happy to have people he hates on his show, and he knows that Ava's going to be there for him.
Yeah, again, it's the attack dog thing. There are portions of this fight, and again, this fight is so long you can't go through it all in one episode, so we're only looking at portions of it. There are portions of this fight though where Ava is screaming at people, and John is going, "Oh!" I'm making like dumb little faces, like playing up to the camera, because that's how excited he is that he has just sicked Chopper on all of his enemies. And that's what Ava is. Ava is nothing but a tool to him. And honestly, I feel bad for Ava about that. I do. That sucks. Ava is getting used a lot.
Well, she's using John, so you shouldn't feel bad for her. John, believe me, it's a symbiotic or symbiotic relationship between two morons who are using each other to I guess to at some end. John, she's using him. She's getting all the stage time she wants, and I really appreciate that Stand By Me reference.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, we're going to hit a couple more super chats because we have more clips. Ashley Cummings is going to get into the fight pretty darn soon, and you guys are going to get your
ears fucked? Your balls licked?
Your balls is what I was going to try to say.
Your nose picked?
Your ears are going to get fucked if you're wearing headphones, so get ready to turn down after we read the super chats. I'll remind you. Yeah, it's great. I'm doing good. Jack Sampson Forever coming in for $5. The narcissist ego death is coming. He's been flourishing for over a month now. The end is nigh. Yes.
Ooh, cryptic.
Fitz coming in for $4.99. John's oldest was doing content more explicit than Kiki's or Lucy's pre-transition.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Listen, there is nobody who is doing more explicit content than I am. I put fucking susser into my cooter. That's where I was going to go with that. Donna G coming in for another $19.99. Thank you so much, Donna G. I don't think SJ knows what these quotation marks are for. Yeah, he definitely does not.
No.
But he is the grammar Nazi, so. CJS Pags for $5. Funny rumor has it his daughter had a cam stiff. Hypocrite much? Interesting. John's Gimpy Halloween hand. Hi. $5. He'd rather tell an insanely stupid lie like having 5+ beers in his jacket than admit he's a degenerate lunatic and a drunk driver. Again, let's not lose the narrative. Keanu didn't call the cops. John fucking drove drunk. He can be accountable for his own bullshit. Just do it for $1.99. Who wouldn't you believe over John? Oh, who wouldn't you believe over John?
Nobody.
That's
maybe not Chad. Maybe not Chad, but definitely there's a very short list of people.
I don't know if I know the answer. I'm going to think about that literally all night now. Holy shit, that just fucked my entire night. Great question. Hurt and Pink Sock, $5. First time catching your show live. You are both great. Here is a little something. Thank you so much. You guys, thank you all so much for being here. We are going to be watching some more clips, but Zen, I know you're going to have to go somewhat soon. Not quite yet. I'm keeping you around for a little bit longer.
Sure.
Before we get into our additional clips, will you remind everybody where they can find you, exciting things that you have coming up, specifically tonight, but also comedy gigs, all the other stuff?
Yeah, sure. You can find me at the Zen Comic on Twitter and Instagram. If you'd like me, follow me. I'm on the Shuli Network on the Uncle Rico Show. We stream nightly, and you can catch me March 27th in Saratoga Springs at the Putnam Place. I will be headlining a comedy show there, and then May 29th in Poughkeepsie, New York, where John will be playing this month. I will be headlining at Laugh It Up. So check it out at the Zen Comic for all my dates. Thank you.
And whose police reports will you be reading during those dates?
I haven't decided yet, but I'm sure Tommy Jordan will be there to ruin my set, and I'll walk out in 10 minutes.
I can't wait. That sounds very exciting. Everybody make sure go follow the Zen Comic and check out TSN tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. So in only about 40 minutes, Zen's going to be over there. You get to see double Zen tonight. Wonderful.
That's crazy.
Wonderful. All right, so we got to get back into this John package. Ashley Cummings is going to join into the fight. So now we have everybody's fighting with everybody. We got John and Ava on one side. We got Keanu and Geno on the other side. Anthony Cumia calls in for a period of time. There's a huge big blowout with that. I don't even have any of those clips. But let me tell you, Anthony Cumia fucking owned John. Go listen to those. I know
Amazing.
Doom has a clip up right now that includes all of that entire thing. This clip that we're going to be watching, again, we're still dealing with stuff from Dirty Jersey Rat. Thank you again so much. This is Ashley Cummings coming in raging hot. Listen, we had enough conversation about sex workers. We can't say Cummings on this channel. Inappropriate. Ashley Cummings is going to come in raging hot. She is losing her shit, but Keanu, she is not one to be outdone.
Wants to address what we're talking about. So they bring up other shit.
But don't you think...
Geno, you're a fucking idiot. Shut the fuck up.
Ashley, I gotta go. She called me an idiot. Ashley,
and your wife is fucking dumber. Shut the fuck up, both of you.
Now you can hear Keanu yelling in the background already, right?
Oh, I hear it.
Do you hear her? Oh yeah. She's coming in. She's gonna be here too.
You literally, both of you are pieces of trash. Go back to the trash can you crawled out of.
Also, get Ashley Cummings a new fucking microphone, or somebody goddamn make her.
What is it with these people? Why can't they just get a microphone? They got so many hours in the day to go out and get a microphone. I mean, you're not doing anything for 23 hours, Geno. Go out and get a fucking microphone.
Listen, Ava's volume is like way down here. Ashley Cummings is way up here. Everybody else is just fucking screaming.
And never ever speak again. That is my advice to you.
I'm sorry you gave your boss a hand job. I'm sorry you told me you gave your boss a hand job, you fucking weirdo.
Fucking cat fight.
Jerry.
You are right. This is the Jerry Springer fucking era. The fact that we have Ashley Cummings coming on, immediately attacking Geno and fucking Keanu. Keanu comes back out of nowhere. Keanu's gone at this point. She doesn't give a shit. And she immediately comes in slamming. I'm sorry you gave your boss a hand job? Fuck yes. Sex workers. Am I right? International Women's Day.
Women.
Yes.
Let's go. I mean, the boys got to take the back seat on this.
That was another lie. How many lies does your wife tell a day? Oh, you want to yell lies, Keanu? Keep yelling your lies.
Can I say something real quick?
Anyway, John, that's John.
Yes.
What does Ashley have invested in this? Like, why does she pop out of the ether and decide to weigh in? Is because she hates Keanu so much? Like, this is what I don't get. I mean, is this John's way of kind of rallying his troops? Whatever, the enemy of my enemy is my friend kind of philosophy, and now he's taking her.
I suspect now, I truly don't understand this, but I suspect that what happened was John saw what was happening. He saw that his pit bull Ava was having to defend him alone, and so he probably sent out the link to others. that he knew would also get into it. Now, Ashley had come up on the PDP episode earlier in the day. Keanu was asked how she felt about the fact that Ashley was getting paid to be on John's show when Keanu was not.
Oh.
And Keanu had a great response to that. It's 20 fucking bucks. I'm not taking $20 from this loser. I suspect that Ashley Cummings saw that and got a little excited. And so if John sent her the link after that, she probably was like, "Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready to do the things right now. Let me also go for it." And again, she came in hot, not just with the microphone, but just screaming at Keanu. Because right now, Keanu is public enemy number 1 on this show. Geno's getting off easy at this point. Anthony Cumia, because Geno called Cumia, or Cumia called Geno rather, and they were talking over the phone. Geno has gotten off completely easy. He has gotten nothing. It's all been either Cumia or Keanu. He's reveling.
Again, you can go back. And
John, I am so sorry that you've had to deal with these crazy broke people. That is really sad. And they yell so loud and they lie.
These crazy broke people. Ashley Cummings insisted on getting paid $20, $25 from John every time. Now, I'm not, making any commentary about $33,000. I would never do that at this point in this show. But I'm just saying, Keanu happily did not accept money from John.
I mean, the fact that I'm only getting $10 to be on this show, it should be infuriating to me. Is his mic on? But Ashley turns out to be the better podcaster than her sister, Whitney. This is great. Who knew? This is a crazy day. I mean, the Dabbleverse makes everything topsy-turvy, right? Like, we got Whitney Cummings coming over here. We got Donkey Lips coming in this way. We got some red-headed Minnesota kids screaming and banging fish lunches. And we got Gene. Dude, who doesn't want to be a part of this unbelievable universe?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I have the craziest clip of the day from yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
We're saving it for last, obviously. Okay. I'm gonna speed things along so that you get to hear it, because I nobody has talked about this moment. There is an insane moment. John admits to something that he has never admitted to ever before. All of this is stupid compared to what John is going to admit to later. Which is, again, crazy, because holy shit, what is fucking happening here? Like, I cannot believe how much happened. I can't believe it.
So much. And they sit in their little rat house, lying and yelling, and it's very pathetic. I'm so sorry you've had to deal with this. Oh, Keanu, pee on you. Go pee on yourself or get peed on.
I do still like Keanu.
Keanu's great. How crazy do you have to be to make Geno look like the voice of reason? I mean,
yes.
It's insane.
Yes. He's doing so good. I'm so proud of him.
He's a good boy in this.
He's
and I don't know if you're going to get to this or not, but we talked about the comedy sets that we saw at Rodney's, and Geno by far was the best set. He was the better comic. And that's his main that's why he got angry with John in the very beginning of this whole thing. But I just wanted to point that out.
No, you're completely correct. Geno was defending his own comedy set, and I could not agree more. Despite the fact that Geno was using his COVID jokes from 6 years ago, he was still the best fucking set of the night.
It was fun. It was fun. He's a real comic. You can tell he's doing comedy. John is angry and embarrassed that he didn't do a real comedy set, and this is what we got. This is what we're trying. He's trying to defend the bullshit that Ava convinced him to do. Geno knows better. If Geno knew what was going to happen that night, he probably would have talked John out of it.
Yeah. Now, Keanu does get so upset during this whole thing. She goes off camera, and Geno is continuing to argue with everybody. Keanu has to super chat in, because that is how upset she is about this entire thing. She is triggered, and she can't get a word in edgewise, so she sends in a super chat, which John does put up on the screen. This is also going to be exactly what you were talking about, Zen, which is how Geno carried the show at Rodney's.
You're saying that you and Keanu carried the show. You're discrediting Sheba You're discrediting the Rodney's guys. You know, you're discrediting Jimmy Palumbo. In other words,
Jimmy would say the same thing. Jimmy walked off stage. The fucking Rodney Dangerfield guy was doing a fucking.
Can you shut the fuck up and let him talk?
Carrying the show.
John, you asked me to.
Look, I'm gonna leave. Abel won't shut the fuck up.
No, you asked.
Let him respond.
You asked me to respond,
and I'm fucking debunking everything you're saying.
Shut the fuck up and let him respond.
All right, hold on, Abba. Let me just. All the comics, Geno, in my life, and I've worked with a lot of them.
Again, everybody is just screaming. I don't actually think that was the right clip. Keanu did send in a super chat at some point so that she could get a word in edgewise. I don't know. It's in there somewhere.
We got to see how fat Ava is too, which is great. She had that little side move, and man, she's 8 months pregnant or she's swallowing a lot of her anger.
She's doing so good. Everybody thinks so, right?
Even guys can get pregnant. You know that.
That is what I have heard. It degenerates into complete fucking chaos. We'll listen to just a couple of moments of this pure fucking chaos because, again, there are many, many moments during the stream where everybody is just screaming. Hear that?
Now I fuck Pat Dixon's life. Ava, go.
Oh, maybe by getting.
Ava, motherfucker!
Shut up, John.
Hey,
better answer. Don't
John,
defend her. She has nothing. Ava, tell me
I
how.
am so proud of Ava right now.
Oh, I said you're fucking with his life, and he hit you in the face.
This is, again, watch John taking his victory lap over the fact that he has made this happen. John's never been happier than this.
Well, he likes the fact that he's not the one getting ganged up on at this point. He's finally, when he controls the narrative, especially on his show, he can block you out. He can put a super chat up. He can stop you in mid-conversation. We saw him do it with Karl. We saw him do it with Cardiff. People can't get a word in edgewise. And this is what he likes because he cannot have a real argument with you. Can't have a real conversation.
No.
How? No. Why did you bring my jaw? Ava, you lose. Ava, you lose. Ava, you lose. Tell me.
You got everything going on right now.
Well, he finished. Gilly,
You're
never went near her.
Coward bitch. You try to have it both ways on every goddamn issue, and it's so offensive.
John, I'm telling you right now, John, you lose. You lose because you let her talk like this, and then you wonder why everyone makes.
Nobody has any idea what conversation they're having at this point.
Shut up, bitch.
I don't. I defend you.
Everyone makes fun of you too, Geno.
Geno, your wife sucked Luis J. Gomez's dick for time.
I got to give it to Ashley for that one.
Well, what an insane! I mean, how do you like label this? Is this a show? Is this just like it's like a wet market and just people screaming at each other while they're chopping up animals? It's insanity. It's like something you would see when people just start getting on StreamYard and they don't know how it works. They don't know how shows work. They don't have content. They don't have producers. Like all these people have been in show business I'm doing the John thing. Show business for a long time. They should know how structure works. So, watch Karl's show, watch Shuli's show. Watch people with producer Chris. I mean, these guys, they put together a great show. There's research. Look at your show. You got notes. You got all kinds of stuff going on. And it's like, it's just chaos. How can you enjoy anything with everybody just talking over each other? But it was very amazing to watch. It was like a horrible, horrible car crash.
I cannot recommend going and watching the entire stream enough. Again, I think Doom has it up right now, unless it's been taken down. I know some things have been getting taken down, like that Dirty Jersey Rat video. But Zen, I think that you're exactly correct. And I think that so much of the precipice of this was the Rodney's gig. We are in this period of pure fucking chaos in the Dabbleverse. I think it's only going to get crazier. I think that the shows are going to continue not being shows because we are in Jerry Springer era. We are fucked. And there is no way to get out of this until everything burns down. And we are about to watch the world burn together. And I am so excited to do that with all my buds here in the Dabbleverse because this is one of the best communities in the whole goddamn world. But holy shit, this is not a show anymore. This is a soap opera. This is fucking Passions. It's the worst of the soap operas. Nothing exists. I feel like it's instead of like before Christ, it's before Rodney's. We need a fucking name for the holiday of March 9th because that is the day that the Dabbleverse changed. That is the day that it stopped being laughing at jerks and the whole fucking world burnt up. And we are going to have this reckoning. We are going to have this reawakening. It's going to be so exciting to see.
I'm gonna call it the apocalypse. I think that's a good start. We'll start with that,
right.
and then the chat will probably throw their
March 9th is now known as the apocalypse, unless you guys have better names for that. That was the craziest day of my life. I thought Rodney's was going to be the craziest day of my life. Boy, oh boy, was I wrong. Watching stuff that is happening right now has been, good God, my bread and butter. I will never stop eating popcorn ever again.
But we got shows like ours that get to comment on it and evaluate it and just like cut them all up and dissect it and you know what, justice to the Clippers because what he says,
Immolation day. We got as the hemorrhoid turns, the Renaissance.
Hey, fuck yeah,
babes.
Like
we got it. Listen, that's a holiday. I'm gonna celebrate March 9th every fucking year. It's gonna be, for me, it's gonna be Lowell Suit Day and March 9th.
Hell yeah.
The apocalypse. I'm so in. I love it. I really love it. All right, I promised you, Zen. I know you got to get going pretty soon because you got to go get ready for TSN tonight.
This is where I really want to be tonight.
Oh,
but I know you got stuff you got to do too, so we both got to wrap
stuff to
things
do.
up.
Yeah. But I have to show you my favorite clip from last night's stream, from John's stream. John called Keanu and I whores. There were all these big blowout fights. Karl got his channel taken away. Again, Keanu on PDP. There was the amount of crazy that happened. I can't even define everything that happened yesterday. But this is the craziest thing. This is truly, truly the craziest thing that happened yesterday, which is that I think John might like Karl now.
What?
Yeah. I know. That's how crazy yesterday got. And nobody's talking about it because everything else happened. But let me just play you this clip.
You know, we were there at Rodney's and we saw Karl make his move and put his hand on John's shoulder.
I know.
And I think after that, John hasn't been the same. So
I think that a love affair is happening in our midst. We're talking about all this hatred. We're forgetting to talk about the true love between John and Karl that we are about to witness.
Say something about Lady K.
Doesn't really sound like it's going to be positive, does it?
No.
Also, oh, fuck that finger. God damn it.
I am going to compliment Lady K.
What?
Breaking news.
Yes. Spit more, though, while you do it.
Stuttering John is going to compliment Lady K. At least you stand for something, Lady K.
With club feet, but yeah.
He's standing more than quad, wheelchair prison and all.
At least you had a beef with Keanu Grunt.
Now, I'm gonna back this up again for another moment. I want to point out though, John hates Keanu so much right now that he likes Karl.
It's crazy.
That is insane.
Right.
He's so angry at Keanu for turning him down and then for saying that he was drunk. That's all she really did. Then now he likes Karl. I want to watch this whole goddamn clip again because this is the craziest thing to happen yesterday.
And let me say something about Lady K. I am going to compliment Lady K. Breaking news.
He has a gas station near him.
Breaking news. Stuttering John is going to compliment Lady K. At least you stand for something, Lady K. At least you had a beef with Keanu Grunt and you held to your guns. Is that what you say?
Hell, no.
Stuck to your guns.
Thank you.
He got it. Listen, it just took one try. One try.
And let me say something about Lady K.
Oh. Let me just play that clip 1,000 times. That is an insane fucking clip, right?
That's as good as it's going to get for Karl. I'll tell you that much. I mean, Karl, take the compliment, take the win. You did it. You're won over John, so maybe he'll drop this lawsuit now. This is great. Who knows what could happen now? Maybe he'll be at DabbleCon 3. Maybe we'll be all drinking Busch Lights together. Wouldn't that be great?
Not driving drunk.
Maybe he'll drive you home drunk. Maybe that'll be fun.
No, I'm calling the cops on all you assholes.
You're not as gross as I thought you were.
You're not as whorish as I thought you were.
You know, I put things in my ass too sometimes.
Yeah. Listen, I'll let him play with his own dildo. It'll be great for him. Zen, thank you for joining me today to talk about the craziness.
It's great. And also tune in on Thursdays where Lucy Tightbox Thursdays reigns supreme on TSN. We love having you there. You make our show a 10th better than it normally would be. So thank you.
I appreciate that. I think it's mostly because of Lenny. I am going to read a few more super chats. Do you want to get out of here so you have a few minutes before you got to go hop on TSN?
They can wait. Believe me, we always start like 20 minutes late.
Anyway, I know, it's true. Listen, you guys are going to be reading super chats over there. God.
That's right.
That's what you do. Actually, I love it. It's really fun. Also, you guys did a great stream last night. You guys did over on Rumble the F That Tune stream, right?
That tune with Vinny Paulino and Karl Heberger from Who Are These Podcasts. It was great because we didn't know what the hell we were doing with that game. And who better to have to break our balls than Vinny Paulino and Karl to get through it. And at the end result was that Karl was able to sing It's Raining Men karaoke style. So tune into that on Rumble.
Listen, Karl just got complimented by John. Why would you insult him by mentioning that he had to sing It's Raining Men?
Oh, he owns it. He's proud. He's out and he's proud.
Yeah, it's true. Sunflower Dragon coming in for $2. Isn't the grammar Nazi on TSN?
That's true.
There are many. Happy recap for $1.99. I'm fully shipping Zenly. 3rd time's the charm. Box. Hopefully. Actually, I'm hoping for like 15, but
There you go.
You got to aim high. Jess for $4.99. John doesn't care about content or quality. He just glazed off, drank, and made money. You are so correct. He let all of the big dogs do their big dogging. Jess for another $4.99. I stand by my statement. I believe he is more offended by her suggesting that he was drunk and not the predatory claims. I think that you are completely right about that. I think that he does not want to be known as a drunk. Tony from Hack the Movies and Manny Muskets, they went and saw him in Allentown. And I know that there were some conversations relating to beer math. And I don't think that he was particularly happy about feeling like an alcoholic. It almost seems like he might possibly be starting to feel ashamed of things.
Wow.
That's not true. We all know that that's not true.
Knowing you have a problem is the first, way of becoming better and sobering up.
I feel like people told him that about his hemorrhoids, and those probably still haven't gotten better. So I don't know that we got a lot of hope.
I'm wrong.
I don't know. Anyways, thank you again, Zen. Everybody check Zen out. Links down below. TSN in about 20 minutes. And thank you guys for joining me for Lucy Does Dabbleverse. I love you all. I think you're great. And it turns out I'm probably a whore on the internet. So is Zen.